brought to you from wet and windy West Yorkshire. Celebrate good times, come on, tip-top trippers. It's Saturday the 29th of October. It can only mean one thing, that's right, it's Saturday Smiles Season 3 Episode 3, and today we talk about celebrate good times. Come on, how do you celebrate good times, and how important is it that we celebrate the highs that we have? Leave it in the comments below how you celebrate. So without further ado, let's go for a run. And to help celebrate the good times before I go on my 5k easy recovery run today in the rain, and yes, it's cold, but I'm suitably attired, it'd be really great to celebrate the good times by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that alarm bell to ensure that YouTube know that we're here having a good time. Yeah, I know, rain, it doesn't stop play, does it? Celebrate good times, come on. Oh, it's a celebration. I know, guys, you have to put up with me singing the songs because obviously YouTube are very strict on fair use of music and whatever, so I don't want any copyright strikes on my channel. But yes, today's Saturday Smiles brought to you from wet and windy West Yorkshire. Yes, I know, but I'm suitably attired. I still feel warm, although I've only just started a run. Oh, and with Halloween coming, yes, check these, check those dudes out. Now, the reason why I've got the Celebrate Good Times title is yesterday on the old social media, follow me on social media, Poke with Pace, I did see a post which is quite alarming in a way, but also the message that the guy was giving is you really need to celebrate the highs because you don't know what may be coming around the corner. Now, I've certainly had my fair share, and I'm sure you have as well, of lows through life, lows this year as well. That's why it's important that we celebrate the highs. And this week, oh boy, have I got some things to share with you on the highs. But before we talk about the celebrations of the past week, tomorrow I'm looking forward to the Bradford City runs. Yes, thanks to one of you lovely subscribers, I can't remember your name, apologies for that, but mentioned that when I had Bradford Half Marathon cancelled last week due to flooding, it brought his memories back of a very wet and rainy Bradford City Half Marathon a few years back. But anyway, it's back tomorrow and I will be running the half marathon. Yeah! So if you're there, be sure to say hello, whether you're spectating or running. You know, feel free to video bomb me on the course or whatever at the start when I'm filming, so don't be afraid to say hello. And like I'm saying hello to all these other runners here as they're going by, and cyclists. So yeah, Bradford City Half Marathon, we're coming for you tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be dry. So we're now back along the beautiful canal here, one of the beautiful canals in West Yorkshire. And yeah, celebrate good times. The guy who put out that post on social media a few weeks ago, like myself and many of you, celebrating the highs of London Marathon. He had amazing success, achievements, great time, yeah? And it's so important we celebrate those highs. And I'm going to go through with you some of this week's highs that I've been through. So be sure to stick along to the very end because there's a lot to share. But sadly for this guy, last week, his brother-in-law passed away all of a sudden. Yeah, young guy, just keeled over, died. A few days later, he's in hospital with a serious condition. He's okay now, recovering, thankfully. But yeah, and his point was so important to celebrate the highs. And I'll be going through with you some of this week's highs and cause for celebration. Leave in the comments below what you have cause for celebration for. Even in this pouring rain and wind, Oh man, this week's cause of celebrations. Oh, I've been sharing some of them through the week on social media, even on the previous video, but it started off with a bang. Monday morning, email from London Marathon confirming my good for age entry for 2023. Yeah! Oh yes, fantastic news. Despite my time and being so far inside the good for age qualifying time, it's always cause for celebration when it is finally confirmed. Yeah, because as the old saying goes, it's not done till the fat lady sings. So that was good. It was also good and fantastic point bumping into Jeff on one of my trail runs this week, and I did stop on my back bit. On the out bit I was going pretty rapid, and Jeff shouted out, "Hey!" I didn't know who he was. "I'll watch your YouTube, love your YouTube," as many of you do comment on here. And yeah, we had a bit of a chat. That was fantastic. Cause for celebration. It's really coming down heavy now, isn't it? Oof. Not as heavy as last Sunday. Oh well. The other cause for celebration, I had again email confirmation for my entry to Berlin Marathon 2023. Woo! Oh yes. Oh man, that felt so good getting that. So that's 2 marathon majors next year. So much to look forward to. Absolutely can't wait. For those of you who've been following my channel for a while will know that I'm a no-nonsense kind of guy, and I can appreciate that there may be some people watching this going through some lows, some bad times. But what's the school of thought dealing with these? Well, I did see a top psychologist, because the question relates also to celebrating the highs, is sometimes we dwell on the negatives for too long. Like last week I had that setback, and about the Droitwich half, not being able to race it, was so pumped up and ready for it. But setbacks happen. We vent off, we let off our steam, so to speak. But this top psychologist is talking about a 48-hour window, no more than that, 2 days. Learn from what happened, take on board what's happening. Some of the things we can't control, you know. Some things happened to me this week which I couldn't control. I'm not going to share on here, but they happen. But we move on, and it's the same with celebrating the highs. How long do we celebrate the highs for? So I'm just starting my run back, because it is just an easy 5k recovery, yeah, from yesterday's workout, shall we say. But going back to that point, how long do we celebrate the highs, the good things? Is there any rule of thumb? Does it get a bit boring if you're hearing the same thing of someone celebrating this one thing that someone has done? Or is it good to continue to celebrate that? Let me know in the comments below. Gracie, no, the other way. Yes. So I was chatting to the dog owners back there, and that Gracie dog had gone running ahead, and obviously it's very independent and doing its own thing. Being independent and doing your own thing like that dog is a nice segue into my point about celebrating your highs. I guess it's different for different people, but sometimes there's a bit of a common theme, common thread that's good for all people, and be interesting to know that and to see the best ways of celebrating the highs, which we so love to do on here. Yes, because last but not least, the biggest high that I got this week was finally the arrival of the official certificate from Guinness World Records. Yes, man, that certificate, opening it up, it felt so good, felt so amazing, bringing back all those memories, and coming back from that surgery and all that recovery, pain, setback, and overcoming all that and getting that world record is just such a good feeling, and one that I may be celebrating for a long time. Time to get some cover, get some food. Let's go. Morning. Oh wow, that's a good greeting. Good to be in the dry, warm cafe with my cup of tea. Don't worry guys, breakfast is on the way. Look what's arrived, kids. Oh yes, can't wait to dig into this. Breakfast done. Bye bye bye. Breakfast done, and it's time to head back. Yes, so I'm just going to do a little light walk. Sometimes after a run I do a little bit of a kilometre walk, 2 kilometre walk, recovery after the recovery. Is that such a thing? But anyway, that's what I do. Do you do that? I feel properly good and energised now. Would you believe the rain has now stopped, which is good, but obviously my clothes are all wet and cold. But celebrating good times. It's been quite, as I mentioned, quite a week of causes for celebration for me, and hopefully I can share that positivity and joy with you guys as I run across the road. Yeah, it's fantastic times that we're living in some way, but also it's a time to support those who maybe need some help and things aren't that good and we don't have causes for celebration. But tomorrow I am really looking forward to the Bradford City run. Yeah, for me, I'm doing a half marathon. There's some friends entered, they're doing the 5k, oh no, 10k, some are doing the 10k, but I may be seeing some of you guys there. So as I mentioned, be sure to say hello and wave or do whatever you do to get spotted. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's Bradford City Half Marathon. Don't know what's going to be happening. I won't be racing it. It's a training run. I have been saying for a number of weeks now I'll start this 10k training series weekly video. I don't know when, if, how, but it's pretty standard. I say for me it's pretty standard following that training plan. A couple of sessions a week. The day after those sessions there's either a recovery or an endurance run, and there's a couple of days of no running. Yeah, so actually no running, I know. Sometimes cross training, sometimes just doing nothing. But that's me, that's what I do. Let's hear from you in the comments below, and let's continue. Celebrate good times, come on. Do, 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 do. I know. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that alarm bell. See you tomorrow. Bradford City runs. Come on. And obviously another cuppa. You do to get spotted, and what was I going to say? You see, sometimes just trying to keep continuous when you got no script or anything, things do slip through. I might edit that out, but anyway, in fact I should edit it out, shouldn't I? It doesn't look professional here on YouTube because there's so many slick professional channels here now. Mine looks positively amateur. But maybe that's what you like, the amateur style here on the old YouTubes, because that's how it all started, didn't it? Yeah, many years ago. Although you didn't get many guys in their 60s or gals in their 60s posting videos regularly, but I digress, I digress. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's. What's it?